Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you guys how to pre-treat and press dark t-shirt. I'm using a Next Level 100% cotton t-shirt. I also do the same for 100% Gildan, 100% cotton Gildan t-shirts. So let's get right to it. I'm using the Stars Hottronics 16x16 heat press. And the first thing you're gonna do to prep your shirt for pre-treat, you're gonna press it for 10 seconds. I have it set, currently set at 340 degrees, which is okay. You don't need that high to pre-press it, but that's what I'm gonna need afterwards to dry out the pre-treat. So it's at 340. I'm gonna press it at medium pressure, which is number 4 on the Hottronics heat press. And I'm going to press it for 10 to 15 seconds. You also need a craft paper. You could use parchment paper if you don't have access to this, or a Teflon sheet. I normally go with the craft paper because the parchment paper is really soft and it'll rip apart really easily. It doesn't last long. The Teflon sheet, it's good if you want your graphics to have a shiny layer. So it leaves like a glossy look on it with the Teflon sheet. Whenever you use the craft paper, you get more of a flat looking design. So position your craft paper, and I'm gonna press it for 10 seconds. I have it set at 40, but I'll just count down the 10 seconds, 10 to 15. And what this does is it gets the moisture out of the t-shirt. Okay, so that's 10 to 15. Okay, so you see the paper slides right off. Now we're gonna move over to our pre-treat setup. Okay, so I have this little jig that I made. Check the camera, it's good. It's made of particle wood. I would recommend particle wood. Reason being, if you use plywood, if there's any overspray or anything anywhere, it'll just run off. This soaks it up with the particle wood. So I found out that this works pretty good for me using the particle wood. The dimensions is same as your t-shirt platen on the DTG. It's 11.7 by 16.5. You just spread that over it. I wouldn't recommend you guys do this inside your home. Try to do it outside because the chemical is in the pre-treat. Okay, so you got it all positioned. Now let me show you what else you'll need. I use Firebird pre-treat for both light and dark garments. I found that this works pretty good. Never had any issues with it, and I've done thousands of shirts using that. You're gonna need a roller from Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a foam roller. Alright, I'll show you what I use this for afterwards. Most importantly, you're going to need a Wagner sprayer. And one of the most important things about this is to have the settings correct. If you have it screwed all the way in, what's going to happen is you're going to have too much pre-treat. It's going to start flooding and it's going to start dripping and running. All you need is a mist. I don't know if you guys can see where I have it set, but I have the edge of this gray part. Let me see the camera. It's set in line with that yellow, with the end of the yellow part. So all you do is have that set right there, and then try to get it as light of a mist as possible. So I'm just gonna do a little test, a little purge. As you can see, it's just a light mist. You're not really seeing like the white from the pre-treat. If you're seeing that, then it's too much. So now we're gonna do one time across, that way, and then that way. So we're gonna go that way, and then that way. And then up, down, and up. You need to be at least 12 inches away from the t-shirt. So, and then you don't have to go too fast or too slow. But if you do go too slow, you're gonna start flooding your t-shirt. It's gonna oversaturate it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. So that's your first layer. I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3. And this is where your foam roller comes in. You just lightly roll it. And this is just to press the pre-treat into the material. So that's all you need, is just that little mist. Okay, so that's that. If you could see it, you could probably see the outline of a pre-treat. Then now we're going to go back over to our heat press. Line it up. Grab your parchment paper. Set it on there. Now I'm going to press it at 340 degrees for 40 seconds. Medium pressure. That's number 4 on the Hottronics. Okay, right now, okay, it's at 4. Okay. And once this is done, your paper, your craft paper should just slide right off your shirt. If it sticks to it, like you're feeling as if it's pulling up the fibers off the t-shirt, just repress it again for like 10 to 15 seconds. So let's see how this goes. Alright, you see? It slides right off. Depending on the heat press that you're using, sometimes it may not slide right off. It might stick to it a little bit. You just press it back 10 to 15 seconds, get rid of the excess moisture, and that's it. Slides right off. Now you have a shirt ready to print with your DTG machine. So that's it for dark t-shirt. I also need to add another little device here I want to show you guys. It's good to get one of these. It's a laser grip. It's a heat gun. It picks up the heat. It has a laser light and it has a heat sensor. This is good because if you're using a different press, well, no matter what press you're using, you want to make sure that your heat temperature that's on your meter is accurate with the actual heat pad. So if you notice, when I shine the laser on the heat pad, you'll see how much degrees it is. So let me get it right here. Right now it's saying 322, so it's fluctuating. So if I hold it steady, I'll get the exact heat that's on the meter. So let me get it here. And then different heat presses, sometimes it depends, because the a lot of the cheaper ones, the core isn't, it doesn't have the heat. The core isn't fully doesn't hold the same temperature. So you'll find out that a lot of times you do a press, sometimes half of your graphic might not come out properly because there's cold spots on your heating pad. So with this thing, it's accurate. So it's good to use it and check different sections of your heat pad to make sure that you have the correct temperature and that your heat press is showing the right temperature. So I'll probably put a link in the description for that. But that's it. It's a dark t-shirt, and that's all you need to do.